Welcome back. For months, we have brought local artists from Fresh Gallery onto our show.
Well, today, Tom is going on site to talk about stained glass. Tom?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And as you know, and as they just said, we've had so many of the artists from Fresh Gallery come in, and I thought, I want to go and look at the gallery itself, and it's a marvelous place. And I have Cheryl Vowles with me today. Now, Cheryl, you tend to work with glass, and
yes.
we have a few, of your pieces of work here. What brought you into doing glass? Because first of all, when I handle glass, it's going to break. That's all I know about it. What drew you into working with glass?
I'm not really sure. I've always loved glass, and that love and that passion, quite a few years and decades later, I can blow glass. I do fused glass, and then these pieces are more of the solder technique that I've been doing for over 40 years.
So you're really working with 3 different medium there.
Our methodology. And the newest one are the lilies here, and it's taken me 2 years after learning the process of doing those, and it's kind of a combination because you cut the glass and then it's formed in a kiln, which is a big hot oven.
Oh, yeah.
And melts to about 1400 degrees. And then inside, I actually do the soldering work. So these are not glass. They're actually electrical wires.
Well, but it's amazing because you have each one of these has their own flow and movement. And I assume that's also what you're trying to capture.
Yes. When I fire these, they are on a mold that gets destroyed in the process. So for every flower, I have to make a new mold.
It's a one and done, in other words.
Yes.
Every piece.
Yes, and it takes a week just for the cutting, shaping, molding, soldering, and as well as that magnolia took almost a week and a half of different firings to get it to look right.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you're most proud of, but I would guess that's moving. That's a moving target, really.
It is, because I learn a lot of different methods, some that I can teach at the gallery, and I am teaching a landscaping class. It'll be a smaller structure than this one, but you can choose a fall scene or a winter scene, and those are on freshgallery.org on our website. You can go to events, and it's 9/11 and 9/12. So there's, if you're a working person, you can come in and do that.
Okay, there's also, I know another event or showing coming up, and it has to do with the bronze work that we see right over here.
So every artist is featured. I'll be featured in September. But right now we have Janet Jordan, who is a physician. She actually is retired, but does 1 day a week. And her work is here and out front. And this Thursday from 7 until 9, she's having a large reception. She also does jewelry that I'm wearing. So I've already purchased my piece. But yes, please come in. She's actually giving away one of the bronze sculptures that she does.
Oh.
Yes, and you have to be present to win.
That's still. And you're so many different medium here that people are working in.
Yes.
And you talked about you already bought a piece. Speaking of purchase, something new here at the gallery, and it is a chance for people to have their own works of art.
Yes, there is something in this gallery for everybody. And one thing when we moved here is that we wanted a big gift shop. So that people could purchase. You may not be able to purchase a $400 or $500 painting or a bronze sculpture, but here you can get cards and prints and original art pieces and smaller wood pieces and ceramic and glass. And then she also has some of her resin giraffes up there. So there's bags and lamps. I mean, there really, truly is something for everyone.
Now we've got just about a minute. You're also going to be doing things with musicians and a symphony and...
Yes, there is a Simmons Bank is sponsoring a symphony show, and we will have details on our website about that, and the artists are invited at a rehearsal to be present and do their sketches. So it's like a plein air event. And then we will have a juried show here, and first prize is $400, second is $200, and third is $100.
All right. Tell them where the gallery is located.
It is at 401 North Boonville, and which is just a couple blocks north of the square.
And give them the website again that they can check and, see what all is going on here.
Yes, freshgallery.org. And you can go to events, or you can also go to the calendar because there's a different artist in here every day. So pick out your favorite and come visit with us.
Fresh Gallery, and we're going to be back.